Hello everyone, you are live on Twitch. So welcome to another session of recreational programming. So today we will be continuing our game, continue building our game, that is Patchroot. So basically yesterday we have created the main menu screen, right? On a screen like this, we created option, main menu item for start game, option and exit game. So we have created this menu. So today what we'll be doing is we'll be creating the game screen, right? So according to design, we will have this kind of screen, right? Yesterday we have discussed, right? So we'll have a texture here that is building or something like server, and we will have the grids, horizontal and vertical, rows and columns. So the box or zombies will come from here, and we can place the plants or other things here, right? So for our case, we'll be writing some other things, not plant, but we will be adding other steps, right? So let's get started by creating this type of screen, this type of UI, right? So let's type into code. So so let's run it. So we have created this screen or black, so I think this visual will not right. So now we have created a start game. If you click on the start game, and the screen will be visible, right? So we will create the back button. If we exit the game, so this will exit, and we haven't created anything for the option screen. We'll be creating it later, right? So let's dive into the code. So yesterday we have here main function, and we have the load screen, right? So in the load screen, we have the main menu, right? So we will run this. So you can directly dive into the game screen as well. I think we have the game screen. Let's see, right? So this is the code today we'll be doing, right? I think we've done the gray background color here. So let's activate it. Right. So what we'll be doing is I will be creating some kinds of grid, right? And we'll be loading the textures for the ground. Right. So basically we have to load a texture here. So for now we'll be just Google, go to Google and server image, right? So share image. So we'll need it like this one. Which will be better. right. For now, we'll just have a color, right? We'll choose the image later. So, right. First, we have to create a grid here, right? So, our screen size we can so what we can have is constants.h here, right? With the constants. So we'll be creating a rectangle. Rectangle, right? It is for the left side. So width will be, I think, fixed for now. We can give position it, I think, 0, right? And y would also be 0, right? So width will be the our width. Shown. So we'll have width divided by 5 and that will be the height, right? And color will be red for now, right? Let's start again. We have this kind of screen, right? Yes, awesome. Right, so what we can do is create the background white for now, right? So this kind of screen, right? So here will be our server for Textile will be adding later. So for now, we'll just add the grid here, right? So basically, we'll have to drag all the grids, right? So what we can have, right? Screen here, what we can have is we can have some kinds of struct, right? For our grid, right? Grid with the grid. So it will have a certain XY position, right? Directly use vector tool. So you can do it separately. And x comma y, right? We have this, and what we can have is we can have the grid length from here. So we'll not just add this, right? So what we can have, yeah, set of grids, right? So grid of our ground, so set this 0. So how much element will the ground contain? Can we define it in the constants? Right. Then we can first set the width of the grid, right? So define width, it's to, I think, so if we are top 100, so we can use 100 and define grid, height maybe 70. So it is right. So the fifth means 200 width will be already provided to the so for now just do this, and how can we calculate how many we will have to define what we will have. We'll have the server, right? You can call it house. Width will be 200. Define house height will be basically width. So height wide can have right. So we have the width minus also width first this one, right? What we can have is so divided by, we'll have a 10 blocks divided by 10, similar for the height will always be constant, right? So you can simply do height divided by how many blocks we need for now 10, right? So this will be our the grid width and the grid height. So instead of width, what we can do is so can delete this and can use the room width. So what we defined house width, it's the house width. push right, right. So similar. So we'll have to create the grid now. So we'll have a function void draw grids. So what can we have is we can have constant here. Generated grids will be 10. Define capital grids will be 10, right? So it iterates, right? For j is less than a general grades and for j equal to 0, j is less than a vertical grades and j plus plus, right? We have this one. So I think we have to draw rectangle lines, right? So before setting the grades, drawing the grades, you have to set the grades, right? So ground will contain how much bits? So horizontal grids and vertical grids, right? Horizontal is explaining horizontal grids and vertical grids, right? So we have to initialize the ground first, then you have to draw, right? So what we can have is initialize ground, right? With this function. So we can simply copy this one, paste it here. So, can have this one. Right. So here we can set the ground of I of j dot x will be right. So we are going to define this one, right? So instead of 10, we will have or horizontal grids. right? So here we'll have article grids, right? So how will be setting the X? So X will start from here, right? So how much grid it will contain? It will start when the house ends, right? We have the house width. We have the house to 200, right? So X will increase. So if we simply do the grid width into Y, what will happen? I think it will start from 0, right? Increment of J dot X, right? So ground of J of Y and width with grid width and heavily with height and color with the green. So if we can initialize so we can define this function, right? So in the main menu, screen.h will define the function, right? So what we can have is initialize ground, draw grounds. So you can, instead of calling this to draw grids, you can call it draw ground, right? So we'll initialize grounds and we'll draw the grounds. So it will start from 0, right? So what we have to do is we have to continue from the ground position, right? What we can do. So what we can do is we can have j.x will be the house with that. And the ground j of y by j, right? So instead of looking from g, we can call it 1, and so we can call it 1. So instead of here, we can have -1, k -1, previous plus 2 to its right. It's rid of x, right? X of this one. If we try this one, what happened? So let's set the ground x2. Toxic, that is means we'll have 200. Right. Does it make any sense? Nope. Right. So I'm missing something. So ground of ij will be the previous. I think here is multiply. Right, so it will start from the right, so right. So this one, so if this is 1, right, 240. Type 200. Initially it's sorry to bit of 0 and 0, right? So it will be 200 plus around 40, 240, right? What am I missing? So ground previous one, right? This one. Right. So initially we will have the 0, 0 will be 200 comma 0, right? According to this logic, right? Our width is 200. So we should for 1 comma 1, what we have? The ground of 0 comma 0 of x is 200. 200 comma grid height will be 40 to the grid height. Grid height, if in our case what will be 10, so it will be 70, right? Something like that, right? 200 plus something value, right? So I think for 1, 2, so if we go to, this will iterate multiple times, right? Yeah, insert this, right? So now it will be 2, 1, 2. Okay, so website base, right? So divide difference. What we can have instead of this one, so we can have vertical grids, right? So without 2 for loop, what we can have have not this one, but by vertical grids, right? With this, try directly, and it will work, right? Let's start this one, right? We can do it. The heck? So we iterate from see if this is the first one, right? We do this, we will not know in which it is convenient, right? So what we have to do, we have to do multidimensional matrix, but can we draw it? When creating it from here, but for tracking the positions, we have to have a multidimensional matrix, right? What can we H horizontal this, right? Do this or 0 it is not. We can get this right. So what can we do? So sure. For now, so we start from this one. Range. And it should zero. Grounds of I J X repeated. Can you do work? Yeah. grid here. What the hell is it? Let the grid width, and it's for the first case, right? I don't think it will work. Let's everything's mentioned. Wow. Okay. Discharge grounds. Don't do on this. With the grounds. It's the same. Right. I'm starting from there. Not starting from there. What the heck? We'll have the position of each one, right? So what can we have? We have to look, so how many grids we have to create, right? So I need to how many vertical grids we have to create. Sort of these 20. Do this. Yes, I can do this. Finally, it's as simple as this, right? So the grid is ready, right? The grid is ready. I don't know how it is showing, but yeah, it's been ready. So now we don't have to acquire full space here. We also need a space where a zombie can come from, right? Yep. So we will have a space here also. So let's make it. So we have to go to constants.h. Sorry. We're here. So whatever the grid width, define zombie spawn area will be of 200 and width will be zombie spawn area, right? So I think it have to work. right? No, but that width minus. So here for the last one, so we could do it. Set the width of dish. Nope, I don't think this will work. With this one. This should work, but we don't do this. We have to manage it here. Right. Too much. I don't think it will work, but anyways, let's try it. Nope. We do plus it over there. So what we can have, right? So what we can have is undo it. Right. So what can have it here? Starting from here, and the max, it's in the center, right? Here 200, here 200, still with the grid, right? And we do this. Zombie spawn here. Spawn area. Nope. Nope. So here, yep, this one. If I do this, nope, it's still the same. The horizontal grids. How much the width will be defined by this one, but not by to draw. So So it will be 1000 minus 200 minus 600. Right, this value will be 600 divided by horizontal grades will be 10. So one grade will be 60. It will be 60. 60. Right. What's the issue here? It's working. Right. What was the issue that time? So, right, it's working, but the grid is very small, very much small. So we have to decrease the number of grids, or we have to simply increase the width of the screen. 1500 and 1000. Right. We can do this. What's happening? Project now save. Make clean run. I think previously it was not compiled properly. We have the game screen here. Now we have the grids. Right. The zombie will spawn here, here, here. And I think it's very much big one. Height 7 will be good, but the vertical grids will only be 6. Horizontal will be 6. Right. What the? It's 7, not 7,000. It's 700. Right. This is screen. This will be the game. Here with the place something like this. Right. So zombie will spawn here. We will have a grid here. We have a grid here, but we will not draw it. I think that will be better, right? So it's looking like a 1D game, right? What can we have now? What can we have now? So we have a grid. Let's try adding a texture here. So, brass texture. This good. Let's try it. Okay, let it here. Or is this one? Nope. Just for the routing each duplicate. What? The same. I want another image. Can you come like this? Can you put like this? Yeah. It's a WordPress site. Yep. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, we have the image right. Goodness. We have the image here, right? So this is the image. Image music. So we will be renaming it. We will be creating a texture folder here. Textures. And we'll be moving the tree to the textures grass jpg. Right. So we will be now loading texture in the ground. So how to do it? Okay. Texture, begin texture mode in texture to a rectangle. Unload texture, load texture. Can you draw a rectangle? Draw a rectangle with texture. Can you do this? So zoom it. So draw rectangle. Draw rectangle V. Draw rectangle vec. Draw rectangle pro. Gradient. The steps. We'll Google it, right? Add texture to a rectangle in Raylib. We have to load the texture first. We have the rectangle. We have to draw texture pro. We have a texture, source texture, destination. What will be a source? We have to load a texture. We have this one. If we do it inside the while loop, it will always load the texture. So we have to load the texture at first and reuse it as texture. Right. So you have to create a global textures. So it's loaded at once. It can be used later. So let's try doing it. So can we have textures dot h. If not defined, texture, then define texture. Then what we have, right? So define texture. How can we reach? Texture content. Children, step right. Include texture storage. We will have textures. Texture. The texture 2D or what? Texture 2D. Texture 2D. Brush. Texture. Load image. Right. Raylib. Raylib application. Get working like get working. So it has working like so let's try it. What will it give? You can directly load image or what? We can directly load image. We don't need additional load texture. What can we get the path? Can we put like this? What we can have reach now? Init. I can have a void init textures. We can have what's just happened here. Null by default. Null. It will be nothing. It's a string character. Texture. Background. Class structure will be right. So what we can do is void init textures. We have this one. So what we can have external here. Texture 2D. Do this and here textures. Can we do this? Appreciate this for now. Let's try if it works or not. If we did textures, so for now it's the grass texture, right? So we have to use it in game screen. To here, we have to let go the texture. We define a rectangle. So rectangle right equal to setting value. It's the XY. So basically it will be this one. Right. So it will be a float, right? Result of for now, just skip it. Rectangle. So what we can do? No, we can't. So draw texture pro. Now what we can do is draw texture pro. What the heck here? Which draw texture. Which one? It will be the grass texture, and source will be the rectangle, and destination will be repeating destination with the source 0 0 something something. We back 0 0 grid width and grid height. It will be rectangle. So that will be the origin. I think it will be 0 0, right? 0 0 0 0 0 0. 0 rotation will be even GF, and color will weight coach wind will be the repetitive right. Nothing worked. Wow. Failed to open file. Please know the file. Please know file. So the loaded successfully. So we have this one, right? But this small depth for now. So we have this one here, and we have loaded the texture successfully, right? Now, what we can do, we can simply load a house here for now. House texture. We need a house for now. It's Minecraft house. Alright. House texture with what we call doors. Right. Can we have this kind of thing? Not from here. We do the actual site. This one, right? We need this. See the assets. The house. And the house to house dot jpg. So we can have another one. House texture. It's the grass. We will have the house. Right. What can we have? Which back? We have a house texture. External. can have a house. Yes, ish. House texture, right? So in the game screen, right, what we can do is so it can have a init house here. So we can have rectangle. This will be this one. We can this. Right. This will be this one. So now similar to here, what we can have this one, right? So now what we can have weights, can have which can have house weights, have the house height. Why do you need the color? Basically red instead of crash fracture. Can have the house texture. Should not to have init initialize house. So it's also initialize house. What we can have is game screen. Which one? We can have this one. This one. Right. Try this. Make one. Right. So what the heck is this one? So it resize. Alright. So we have to resize the image. We have to resize the image. For now, it's good. Right. So we need a road texture here. For now, I just script. Road texture. Yeah, we need this one. Open image images. Save images. So what we can do? And that we copy it. Right. We have output directory, assets, textures, can you put this? Yes, you can. So what we can do is now we can go to we can have house to roach. Yes, right. But we can have it. Should be roach. Texture, right? So what we can do is we can go to screen that she can have another function. So it initialize root. What the heck? Yes. We can have this one. What's this expression will be the width minus width. So it's not the house width. It's the zombie spawn area. Zombie spawn area, right? Zombie spawn area will be the 200. So John spawn area. What's happening here? Zombie spawn area. Use of undeclared identifier. Zombie spawn area. Xentixar. HPWN. HPWN. Which one? HPWN. It was a mistake there, right? So zombie to zombie spawn area. Right. texture. This will be the blue texture. If I get 20, the texture. What's not looking like the road? Wow. It's true texture. But why the it is not looking like the road? From which angle this is road? Can't have it transparent. What the heck? So what? Why the heck game development is so hard? Because of this. Right. So this is our game. Game. Right. Really different. Resize image. How can we resize texture? Resize. Raylib. Five years ago. Okay. But why do we need color here? Draw texture. Why do we have the texture? We pass on here. Yes, we have the road here. What we can do is also we can pass the white here. Yes, something happened. It looks like road, but we have to rescale, right? This will be the house. This will be the ground. This will be the area where zombies spawn. Where the box will spawn. But the zombies box. Right. So think we've done enough for today. Very much enough for me. Right. So what we have done today is we have created a grid. It is not actually grid, it is not visible, but there are grids. If you look carefully, there are some of the lines. It's texture line grid. So we have created a grid, we have created a house with this kind of texture. The texture is good, but the side is filling is not good. We'll fix it. And we have created a road here, spawning area. Right. If we can make this a 2D, then it will be better looking, right? So I think we have to do this much for today. Because it's 12 a.m. here. Right. I have to go to sleep. So, right. In this much for now. We'll be continuing creating tomorrow if possible. Right. So, bye bye, everyone. We'll close this one. Don't forget to pushing it to the right. Get this chance. Texture. Yeah. The screen. Push. Right. So this much for today, guys. Bye bye everyone.